Hello, fellow beings of light, and welcome to episode 3 of the Your Goddess Awakening podcast. This will be part 1 in a 12-part series that will delve into my personal journey to accessing, healing, and merging the 6 soul aspects of my highest light body. It's a process my guides have somewhat humorously termed 6 degrees of soul separation. As in, we are all 6 degrees away from ascending to or expanding into our highest light body. I kind of like the name, so I think it'll stick. The goal of sharing is to lay the groundwork for me to not only achieve merging my own soul aspects, but to document, learn, and show the process so that I can help others do the same. It's yet another mission my team and the universe have called me to, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. This episode, it is going to serve as a bit of an introduction, give you some history of, where my belief in each light body being made up of 6 soul aspects comes from, about how my personal journey to merge mind got started, and how this whole sharing thing will unfold over the next 6 months. Over the summer, I found myself waking up one morning to a vision of ever expanding triangles before I opened my eyes. Kind of like sometimes we see like spots while our eyes are closed. This was literally just the geometric shapes of triangles just expanding outwards in all directions. And after I opened my eyes in confusion and then kind of kept closing them again over and over again, those triangles were still there, expanding further and further. So clearly it was something I was meant to see. But I didn't know what to think of it. Nothing like that had ever happened to me before, and I kind of let it go, unconsciously knowing that when I was meant to know and understand what it meant, I would. Weeks went by as I continued the other learning and healing that I was undertaking at the time. And then it happened again. Only this time it went beyond ever expanding triangles. Within those triangles, I started to see symbols made up of them. The symbols of the elements made up of triangles. Cubed channels moving vertically and horizontally made up of triangles. A hexagon surrounded by triangles on each side that made up a star. And then, as those triangles started to fade away, leaving only the hexagon behind, I saw 6 triangles forming within it, filling it. And then, just as they completed, they slowly broke apart, one triangle at a time. I still didn't know what the heck I was supposed to think of it. But I was curious enough to draw out that field of expanding triangles and to begin making the symbols I'd seen within them, sketching out those connections that I'd seen. And as I did so, a guide I didn't recognize until only recently came up behind me and whispered that the triangles are all of us, our souls, that we are all connected, that we are all expanding endlessly. I took that message in and once again continued on, allowing it to add to whatever I was working on, wherever I'd see a connection. Then at the start of October, I found myself getting a bit overwhelmed when it came to my team of guides. Consciously, my team had only been made up of 4 when I'd started, this journey about a year ago, probably a little longer than that. And somehow it had started expanding into more and more guides as I uncovered and unlocked light codes, light language, other abilities, memories, and sides of myself. I decided I needed some outside help, and I turned to a light language and multidimensional channel I'd come to resonate with on YouTube, JJ Brighton of Activations with JJ. If you don't know her, I highly suggest checking her videos out. You won't regret it. So the help came in the form of her Meet Your Spirit Guides activation journey, a 11-day journey that involved listening to a short light language message from her and allowing whatever comes up for you from it to flow, first visually and then through words. It was an amazing experience, allowing me to receive messages specific to my journey from my original team members and the new ones I had been accessing. But it was the 11th and final day that changed everything for me. After hearing the light language message for the first time, I drew 5 different symbols vertically, each a different color. It was the first time in the 11 days that I had used different colors on a page. And then, after hearing the light language message the second time, I received this message. You are ready. We are with you always. We bring our knowledge, our lessons, our powers, our abilities. They are yours whenever you need them. They are yours always. They always have been. You need only ask. You need only be open, even when you don't ask. We stand together. We stand as one. You are with us. You are us. We are you. You are one. We are one. Use us, receive us, return to us. When I put my pen down, I already knew that day wasn't like the ones that came before. I knew that the message had not come from guides beyond me. I knew what they said was true. They were me. As I closed my eyes to let that sink in and try to comprehend it, that symbol of the hexagon made up of 6 triangles appeared for me again. And the 5 symbols, the 5 light codes that I had drawn, began appearing one by one in the triangles, leaving the 6th and final one blank. And then there it was, that guide I still didn't recognize yet. One that hadn't come to me with a message during the 11-day journey. They came up behind me again and whispered, "That is you. You are that 6th aspect. You will add your light code to the others and bring all of you together and make your blueprint available to you. You will close that circle for you and for others." Now, I once again continued on my way, letting what I'd learned sink in, and in the back of my mind, trying to decide what I would do, what I was meant to do with that information, that knowledge. Around mid-October, I felt an increasing call to delve deeper into it, that it would be important for the website and the offerings my team was calling upon me to launch in a matter of weeks. And I just decided to jump into the deep end, seeking out these other five soul aspects I've been told not once, but twice were one with me. And I did that through multiple journeys into my Akashic records. And find them I did, but those are stories for the parts of this series to come. What I will say now, though, is that I have come a long way towards getting to know not only those five aspects, but my highest light body as well. I have come a long way towards healing the wounds that we have been carrying forward. I have come a long way towards uniting us once again as one. But I am nowhere near done when it comes to any of those things. There is still a lot of that journey to unfold, and I've been called upon to take it slow, to be patient, and to share it piece by piece with you. Both the work that's already been done and the work that will come with each new part, with each new episode.